Hello, America and all the ships at sea. This is Scoop Newsworthy with today's breaking news.
Dateline, March 2025, Washington, D.C. Recently elected President Donald J. Trump made an address to the joint members of Congress, extolling on the many accomplishments made by his administration thus far, and the reaction from the Democrats was truly horrendous. One member, Al Green, not to be confused with the 70s soul singer Al Green, banged a cane on the pulpit and was so unruly he had to be removed by the sergeant at arms. This guy certainly can't carry a tune in a bucket, let alone make a valid point, so he resorted to a childlike disturbance, complete with a tantrum and the whole 9 yards. A stunt like this hasn't happened in the congressional halls for many a year, and it just goes to show how desperate the defeated Democrats are. They hitch their pony to the doddering old fool Joe Biden, only to attempt to switch horses in the middle of the stream with Kamala Harris, which didn't turn out so well for them, and they lost the election to the Republican candidate Donald Trump in a win nearly as big as the Nixon landslide back in 1972. The Democratic Party, with their far-left woke culture led by the nearly dead Nancy Pelosi, has painted itself into a corner and cannot combat the real results President Trump has achieved in just his first 90 days in office. In his address, President Trump rolled off big score after big score and cited the many corrupted expenditures perpetrated by the previous administration. Elon Musk, the head of the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, and once the darling of the woke left culture, has unearthed so much ill-spent taxpayer dollars, it is beyond belief. He has found persons receiving Social Security that are over 120 years old. One recipient on the books is listed as being over 300 years old. That's older than the country itself, for God's sake. He has found outgoing funds for transgender animal research, funds for gender-neutral theatrical plays in Uganda, or Nairobi, or some such thing. The list is nearly endless and encapsulates trillions of taxpayer dollars. The Democratic members of Congress sat silently in their bright pink outfits as fact after fact was thrown in their faces and attempted to protest by holding up stick fans with various sayings on them. A feeble attempt at best, and a total failure overall. They held the reins of the American racehorse for 4 years and did nothing but run up the debt and impose more and more restrictions on the American people. Ex-President Joe Biden, who has a long family history of corruption and deceit, walked through his tumultuous single term that resulted in failure after failure, and now the Democrats are not able to counter-punch the knockout punches being thrown by Donald Trump. It really is something to see. It is the opinion and the hope of this humble reporter that America can continue on a pathway towards success and fulfillment of promises for the average American citizen. And if the next years ahead are anything like the first 90 days, then great things are to come for our nation. Good night, America. This is Scoop Newsworthy, signing off.